you would have loved playing on either side as you take a look at these teams.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, to be in that spot, I mean, think about it. That's where Draymond Green loves to be in the most, where he can facilitate.
Right.
You can actually play the point guard from the post side. You can see over your left shoulder or right shoulder. I think it's a better angle, actually, to see everyone. Every defender can't lock into you. And one strong cut with integrity and your teammates, oh, they'll get a wide open bucket.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Now, here's Green. Kuzma outside. James outside. Back to Kuzma. And no good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Now, here's Isaac. He's covered closely. At the elbow, Vucevic. Six on the shot clock. Kicks it to Fultz. A 3 ball. Kuzma pulls it in. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Rondo passes to Green. Kuzma with it. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside Rondo. Back to Davis. And that one, good.
And you can sense that Rondo taking some pride in shredding the D with his passing. Has exceptional vision. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Another miss by Orlando.
Cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
That's good from Davis on the assist by Rondo. Davis has got his 2nd basket of the game.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, and Greg, they've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And looking back, an underrated part of the DeRozan-Kawhi trade, the Raptors also getting Danny Green. Green, one of the better 3-and-D wings in the league, way more than a throw-in.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, Steve Clifford gave me a few minutes before the game. He said the primary concern is to prevent those easy 3-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. Here's Rondo. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
Oh, great ball movement there.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And you look at Danny Green's, he had both ends. Hard to believe the Spurs gave him up.
I mean, over 40% from long range, locked down defensively. Not a lot of flash, but plenty of substance to his game. And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, now that they have that monkey off their back, hopefully they can settle down and execute.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Now, here's Fournier. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And pushing it up Los Angeles. The Lakers again in transition. Yep, it counts.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
1:04 left here in the first quarter. Gordon kicks to Fultz. Outside Fournier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket by Gordon.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Outside Rondo. Rondo is doubled. No one near James as he lets it go. And the Lakers get it back. And another shot. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first three. Passes to Fultz. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Davis.
But that's what I love about Fultz. He does a little bit of everything. Scores, rebounds, passes.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And that one misses. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Aminu comes in for Aaron Gordon. Ross is checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Evan Fournier. That one is no good. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Caldwell Pope dishes to Daniels. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Augustine. Ross for three. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. And don't go away. We'll be right back. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made in the NBA.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late-game situations.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, G.A. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
They've got Caldwell Pope, DeMarcus Cousins out there with JaVale McGee, and it's Daniels in at the two spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity, but Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
So he makes one of two as the second one misses.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. And the Lakers have an illustrious past, Chris, but they can't rest on their laurels.
Yeah, you're right, Kev. Teams around the league are getting more advanced with their scouting. The Lakers taking steps to ensure they remain on the cutting edge.
Bradley's checked in for Troy Daniels. Lakers leading by 8. Outside Bradley. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Count it.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. He kicks it to Aminu. 6 to shoot. There's the pass to Ross. Another miss by Orlando. And Los Angeles guys shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Here is Cook, led by Augustine. That one falls. And now it's a 12-point Laker lead.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Yeah, it's getting to him, GA. I mean, the lack of communication, the lack of trust.
Now here's Bradley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Cousins. It's Bradley on the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Pass to Ross. McGee with the block.
This is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Bradley kicks to Caldwell Pope. At the elbow, it's Cousins, and they double up Cousins. Passes it to Cook. Bradley against Carter Williams. Tries from 16. No good on that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here is Cook. The pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. It's good. Cousins has got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many.
.59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Isaac kicks to Fultz. Pass to Vucevic. Dishes to Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Out to the wing. Rondo finds James. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists now in this one. The Magic trail by 16. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Fournier, the bounce pass. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Isaac's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
James, that's a 2-pointer. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they're...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They have a 13-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, they're getting higher percentage looks, good game planning, the ball is moving well.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Rajon Rondo with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the small forward.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That free throw, no good.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
No good at the stripe this time. His second misses also. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically. And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Backed by an aggressive offensive mindset, Kuzma attacks the rim with force.
Pass to Vucevic. Now Isaac uncovered. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Passes it to Rondo. Rondo is doubled. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Off target with the open look.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. There's a lot of teams have players that set exceptional screens. And that doesn't really show up in the statistics in the pages we get, does it?
No, it doesn't. But I tell you what, there was a survey done asking some of the players who sets the best screens, and it was unanimous It was Mr. Adams out there in OKC. Not only does he set screens, but when he sets screens, he cuts to the basket so hard that usually he'll get the offensive rebound. That's why he was second in offensive rebounding in this league. And when you talk about rebounding and setting screens, you got to look at Drummond, Al Horford. I mean, some really good guys that'll get you space.
Boy, those are good numbers and good names you rattle off there. Now the pass to Davis. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Davis has got 8 points.
An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Fultz kicks to Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. And Davis sends it back.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime. It ain't working. 0 for 4 to start. Man.
Lakers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Lakers. Bradley comes in for Danny Green. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. He's off on the second. The Magic trail by 16. Ross passes to Augustine. Back to Ross. Here's the three. Another miss by Orlando.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Farouk Aminu. He's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Ross. Bamba. It's good on the putback.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
James finds Bradley. Bamba with the block. They recover it. Ross against Rondo. Pass to Augustine. Back to Ross. The pass to Bamba. Ross against Rondo. Ross, that's good. Ross has got 7 points in the game.
And this is what you want to see more of from Bamba, making an effort to share the rock.
Count it, good. 8 points for Rajon Rondo.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
The Magic trail by 16. And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a 4-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. He devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 4-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? He's made it clear. Once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. James against Ross. That shot, no good. Nice D from Cousins.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Here's Here's Rondo, feeds it to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
The Magic trail by 20. It's stolen by Rondo. Oh, and here we go with Rondo. Nobody back. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. Nine seconds left in the third quarter of the game. The feed to Vucevic to halt the run, and the rejection by Cousins. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers ahead, just dominating this one. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Lakers leading by 23. They've got Rajon Rondo. Green is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Laker 5.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now here's Fultz. Here's Vucevic. And that one, good.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
The Lakers shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Green, the pass to Cousins. Daniels with it. Looking for Kuzma. He gets it there.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
The league has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call it ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, a shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only has the league taken steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach that's only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
It's stolen by Fultz. And here comes the break. 14 feet away, and they pick up 2.
What blinding speed in the open floor. That's Fultz, especially dangerous in transition.
And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. Poke loose. And they're moving it up. Here's Vucevic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And the Lakers with some changes. Davis comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And James subbed in for Troy Daniels. Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. And both free throws good for Vucevic. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Kuzma against Gordon. Outside for Rondo. Outside Green. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Rondo. From downtown, count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And when Rondo gets going, the D is in for a long night. You got to prevent him from getting those rhythm looks early on.
Ross against Kuzma. No good from Ross. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Rajon Rondo.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers.
1 shot.
The Lakers with the ball. 1:03 left in the game. Pass to McGee. Pass to Dudley. Takes a 3. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Troy Daniels. That's his first personal foul.
And the Magic making a change here. Bamba's checked in. Passes it to Carter Williams. Kicks it to Frazier. 6 to shoot. The pass to Okeke. 14 feet away. The Magic again can't hit. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Caruso. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going